Alright, so it is day 1 of the detox. Oh, I'm a mess. That's fun. I am running so late, so I'm gonna actually get off here really, really quickly. It's snowing like crazy. But I weighed myself this morning. I haven't had anything to eat. And I did have some coffee, and I'm gonna have some coffee throughout this whole thing. The one thing I'm not gonna deny myself, because I still have to work, and it's a creature comfort that I'm not willing to give up. I'm not even gonna lie. But I gotta go because I'm so late. All right, so it is almost 1 in the afternoon, and I didn't get a chance to talk much this morning. I really wanted to. I wanted to kind of explain what I was doing and why I was doing it, but it didn't happen. I ended up waking up with such a bad headache, and it's snowing like a lot here, and it's so cold, and that always triggers migraines for me. I always so I have this like big comfy sweater on, and I just got back from work, and oh, somebody's texting me. Hi. I just got back from work, and I'm home now, and I'm hungry. I'm not usually, like, even on days when I'm not detoxing and I'm not fasting, I don't get hungry at this time. So it's like purely psychological. I don't usually eat until probably 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So like purely psychological. I'm 60 ounces deep in water. I am drinking a little extra because I do have my headache going on. I'm really trying hard not to let that like really get in here. And I've had probably 10 ounces of coffee, black coffee. So here's what I'm doing. After all of that, I'll finally explain what it is that's happening. I am gonna do a 5-day detox, water fast detox that will kind of parlay into another 5-day juice fast, to start getting some of those really good vitamins and nutrients in after the detox. I believe in long-term fasting. I think that it is a beautiful thing, and I think that one day I will probably do one. I'll probably do a 21 or a 25-day fast, but for now 5 days is plenty. And then 5 days of juice fasting. I mean, I'm not gonna eat solid food during that time. It'll be just juices, but that's okay, right? It's fine. What I am gonna allow myself on this fast is coffee and tea, as well as my supplements, and if they don't hurt my stomach. Sometimes when there's no food on your stomach, they really hurt. But I'm gonna try. We'll see what happens. I'll let you know if that works out okay. We'll see. But day 1 is pretty boring in general. I'm gonna keep talking to you guys. I'll tell you what I'm doing today and how the fast affects it. But honestly, day 1 is just, there's a little bit of hunger. There's not usually any kind of like detox symptoms until day 2. And, you don't get any major ones until day 3. Like, that's the soonest you're gonna get any. This is not my first rodeo. I've been down this road a few times, and we'll see what happens. Today is probably gonna be pretty boring anyway. I'm probably going to go in and just do some like light housework and try to play fetch with my dogs if they will even stay outside. It's cold and it's windy, and I don't think they'll want to stay outside, but we'll see. And then I'll probably curl up with a really good book. Then I'll probably curl up with a good book for a little while and stick with that. As much as I want to be like, I'm gonna do all this really cool stuff, like, I'm just trying to keep a headache away. Anybody who struggles with chronic pain, anybody knows that the most important part is at the beginning, when you very first notice it happening. And your decisions in those few hours will determine like the next 2 weeks of your life, right? So I'm gonna do some light housework, hang out with my dogs maybe, if they will do that and do some reading. I might watch a movie maybe when my husband gets home. I have a lot of stuff to go through, some downsizing to do. I might do that because I can just kind of hang out, listen to music, and do some downsizing. I'm not really sure yet. It's kind of all up in the air. Things get really weird when you don't have like time constraints. I will say that's one thing about fasting that I think is very, very not talked about, I guess is a way to say it, is that when you don't have the time constraint of like, oh, I have to do this before dinner and then I'm going to do this after dinner, or I need to make dinner for my family, or I need to make lunch for my family, or I need this snack. Like when you don't have that, time gets a little weird and your schedule gets a little weird, and it's an adjustment, especially the first couple of days. And even having been having done water fasts and detox days in the past, I still struggle with it the first couple of days. It still is like such a strange thing because I'm so used to giving myself at least 2 hours during the day to make food and to clean up food and to eat food, and now there's like all this empty time in the evenings. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated. So I like immediately got into comfy clothes because is there anything else? Ignore my messy bed, I'm about to fix that. I'm diffusing. I think I'm diffusing Release and Cedarwood. Thieves, I diffuse that like all the time, so it's up here all the time. But yeah, that's what I'm diffusing right now. Maybe partially because I'm going to be doing some like Bible study, I think, and also going through some stuff and downsizing. Oh, you want to see some like mess? Welcome to intermediate downsizing. It is a disaster zone. I might go ahead and tackle this today, but who knows? All right, so it's like 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock? And I'm honestly in bed. Like, I picked up my sister from school, and I did a couple loads of laundry. I've gone through some stuff. I'm really just cold. It's so cold today. And I'm struggling to want to do really anything because I'm still really struggling with this migraine. It's really wiping me out. And in general, I'm not feeling that awesome. And I'm sure it's just because I am like perpetually cold at this point. I haven't warmed up at all today. And so I'm gonna stay in bed. I'm reading my book. Most of my books are packed right now. Like 90% of them are packed. So I'm rereading some books that I read in the past. I had to cover my window because it was letting in too much cold air. It's not even letting in that much air. Like, it's a good window, but I am so cold that any amount of cold air coming in was like a big no-no. I had an aloe plant in my window sill, and I had to bring it in. I had to bring it into my room and let it just kind of chill over there because it's too cold for it. It's like it's gonna get hurt and it's not gonna do good things. As far as the fast, like, I'm good. I'm not really hungry at all. I have drank almost a gallon of water. I'll probably slow down. I don't really drink much water after about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Because I would like to stay asleep at night. And I get up so early that it's better for me to kind of cut that water out in the evenings after about 6. And I mean, this is pretty much what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. There is food cooking upstairs. It smells heavenly. It's like bacon wrapped pork chops and Mongolian spicy something or other. And I think they're going to like pair a salad with that or something. I'm obviously not going to be eating. I might have a Ningxia. We'll see. but I'm not hungry at all, so I feel like that may not be necessary, and so I probably won't eat it. So yeah, I'm just gonna read my book. I still have some oils diffusing. I've restarted that just now. I'm gonna switch laundry some more. Like, it's such a boring day. It really is a boring day. My main focus is self-care and making sure that I don't end up hurting later, and staying warm, because holy camolies, like, it is so cold, and I hate the cold. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's necessary in this area because there's so many fires, and there's like, fire season is really bad in this area, and we haven't had much of a winter up until now. And so, like, any amount of snow that we get, any amount of cold that we get is a good thing. Like, it really is. And I understand the necessity of it, but I hate it. I hate being cold so much. So much. So the rest of the night, I might check in a little later, but honestly, the rest of the night is going to be me reading my book, laying in bed, staying warm. I'm not going to pause for dinner, obviously. I'm not going to have any more snacks. I'm just going to drink some water. I might put a little lemon in my water, some lemon oil maybe. My puppies, who are also, at least one of them right there, Lydia. Lydia. Hi, baby. She's trying to stay warm too. And Bartimaeus is on the floor. We're all just trying to stay warm. Like, it's not even that cold in here, but like, when you're not up doing stuff, it's really cold. I will be doing yoga later. I don't know, probably at like 8:30, something like that. I'll be doing yoga, and that'll be like my day. It's boring, it's simple, it's filled with lots and lots and lots of self-care and taking it easy.